how I go. Certain newcomers have come. I'll teach them how the class will be going. Then, please bear me for 30 minutes because certain newcomers, I see new faces. This is the first class and this is going live also, okay? Board I think. Yeah. Okay. First, this is, okay. We thought we'll go prelims and mains along. Now, what we are thinking, we'll first finish prelims, then we'll discuss in mentorship program, one-on-one, mains, answers. This is what I said last time. We'll stick on to it. And certain, again, certain slides and certain topics will be repeated because this is first class going live. Please bear with me, my students. It will be revision for you also, okay? Okay. How this program goes first, okay? Let us see how, step by step, CAT is a one name I have given. How this program goes, it goes like a cat. What is CAT? C, for concept clarity. You have to have a concept clarity and core content, C. A, you have to have an analytical knowledge about each and every concept and dimensions. T, test yourself. Based on this core concept and analytical capability, you have to test yourself where? You have to test yourself with respect to PYQ. Ultimately, we have to write PYQ, right? Ultimately, you have to get resolved PYQ. This is the process goes. Now, in this class, first, I'll give you core concept. Core concept means everyone will understand while solving the PYQ, you will be able to eliminate two options. In the two options, other two options you will be confusion. You will have a confusion where this A is right or B is right. Majority of students will come directly to this option. This thin division, thin line, you have to differentiate between right and wrong. How you will get this thin line? Based on understanding core concept in your language, in your own language. Please don't mug up the language which you have seen in a textbook. Okay, prelims, all you have your own brain. There you will sit for 3 hours, 2.5 hours, all your brain. You should say in your own language every concept. If you need to explain me as a friend, let it be in your mother tongue, let it be in your English, anything, but put your own words, own language. This is how you will be getting core content right. The core concept will be right, okay? How we analyze? If it is polity, today it's a polity class. If it's a polity, you apply this core concept in day-to-day life, thinking that you are the king of that country. To be a parliamentary democracy, you are the prime minister of that country. Under you, there will be certain ministers. Under you, there will be certain institutions. What all institutions? There will be judiciary, not under prime minister I'm telling. Under you, there are certain executive institutions are there, like CBI, like other governance institutions. These institutions, how you apply this core concept? Okay, from today, you are the PM of your country. Let it name any country. Okay, in a polity, with respect to polity. You will be a PM of your country. After understanding this, we'll go to PYQ. Because no other questions will be equal to PYQ. The UPSC sets the standard in such a level, every year it will increase, right? But if you see, if you understand the core concept, it will be easy to answer. This is how the program goes. Okay, without wasting time, we'll directly go to concepts, micro level syllabus. And see, this is one book. It's a case written. For IAS also, polity is same. For Indian polity, it will not change. I'll give you framework on the board. Okay, facts is in this book. Framework and analytical part will be on the board. The facts will be in this book. You all will get this book. Okay. First feature in polity. Our constitution, Indian constitution, salient feature. What is constitution? If you want to explain me in a layman term, like with your friends, you want to explain to your friends what is constitution. Sir, you will say it's a book. Sir, constitution is a book. Right? For you, it's Indian constitution, a book. Certain articles are there. Schedule are there. This all been kept under different parts. This is okay. This is the content of constitution. What is the constitution? Before that, what is polity? We call Indian polity, no? What is the polity? Structure and function of governments. That is, okay. The implementation part. What is polity? The core content, character of the polity. You can see that just seeing the book itself, polity book, how to behave. I mean, saying, understanding layman term, he's saying structure and functioning of the government. Okay. That structure and functioning of government, it says the how to behave. Right? To whom? Whether only for government, it's given Indian polity. Whether only for government, no. Fundamental rights is for ourselves. Duty, fundamental duty, how we have to behave, right? This is the polity nature. In layman term, you understand. Other thing you have in books. First, you understand, clear the mind, how to behave. For whom, how to behave? For government, for a citizen, for external countries also, how to behave with me. If I am a secular country, you have to behave secularly with me. You can't come and say that, take the religious character, right? How to behave. This is first layman term, analytical approach, okay? Next, this is, I am talking about polity. If my polity, my constitution has certain salient feature. What is salient feature? What is the salient feature? Uniqueness. Exactly, uniqueness. If I see there's a features, okay, I want to differentiate between other polity, other constitution, US constitution with Indian constitution, what is the uniqueness? Okay. This is how we have to understand salient feature. Always understand in your own term. If I say this also uniqueness, you give your one certain name for that. In Kannada, you can give other name. In Telugu, you can other name. In Tamil, give your own name for it, so that it will be sticking in your brain. Okay? Not different jargons. Don't get confused in the test center with having different jargons. Ultimately, if you see that, you have to, some certain idea you have to have with respect to one option in your brain. Okay? This level you have to prepare. Now, so we'll say salient feature. What is salient feature, sir? First of all, we know first point, it's a lengthiest constitution. Why lengthiest? Before going with all facts and everything, why lengthiest? If it is lengthiest, there should be some upgradation, which we have already have certain constitutions. Means lengthiest means we are comparing with other constitution, no. There should be other competitors also, no. For example, US constitution, Britain constitution, right? If lengthiest means you are comparing with other constitution. That's why you know this is, my constitution is lengthiest, okay? One thing, comparison, okay? In India, the beauty is that we adopted certain features of all constitution, okay? It became lengthiest. We adopted certain feature of other constitutions. One thing. We have different source. Source, we can differentiate between three types. What are the three types of source? We can put under one subtopic. I'm telling, not from the source means different in a US constitution. If you take certain provisions from different constitution, you can divide into three subtopic. Example, philosophical. Other two, structural. Political. Source. First it is lengthiest. Means lengthiest means there are certain other constitution. We are taking certain parts of other constitution, so it became lengthiest. And our founding fathers, most of them who drafted constitution were lawyers. When they are lawyers, they have better knowledge. They will detail it, right? They'll keep each and every detail. They'll keep it. One thing, lengthiest. Under source, if you are taking from different source, if you place under certain one subtopic, philosophical. Where all we took philosophical part? US, Irish. US and Irish. Okay. Why philosophical part? It will come under very important concept under fundamental rights. Due process of law, procedure established law. Okay. Bill of rights. Bill of rights is philosophical part of kind thing. Okay. This kind of subtopics I'll deal with wherever it comes. When fundamental right it comes, I'll deal there. Okay. Other parts, when any like source, different source of constitution subtopic, I'll deal that. I'm giving you overall view, the salient feature of constitution now. This thing. Structural part, as he said, functioning. You said no. What is polity? Structure and functioning. What is structural? If you want to run an administration of country, today you are thinking you are a head of this country. If you want to run an administration of country, you have to get a structure. You will be heading the country. What is structure? We'll deal that. What is structure? First, and now, where we took it? Government of India, 1935 Act. Okay. And I said, when we are comparing with other constitution, there should be uniqueness. What uniqueness we have? What uniqueness our constitution has? Whether our constitution is federal or unitary. There are different names, federalism, quasi-federalism, everything. Okay, unitary. But we say it is federal. Why? Because US Constitution first it drafted doesn't mean that is the benchmark for the federalism. They compare with US Constitution and say that that is the benchmark for the federalism. That is where, if something deviated from US Constitution, you are not federal. Why they are saying us? They can't say like, what federalism? 7 things should be there, no? What are 7 things, 7 features for federalism? If you call my constitution as a federalism, there should be 7 features. What are that? In our constitution, there are 2 features also, federal feature also, unitary feature also. In the Article 1 also, they have not said India is a federal country, union of states, right? If they are giving in constitution union of states, where all you can see the federal features? Where all you can see the unitary features? Federal features, the basic federal features, 7 should be there. 7 features should be there. What are the? Division of power, dual government, independent judiciary, written constitution. Other things? Seven. I'll deal this also. I'm telling you, this is how the framework I give. The factual part, I will tell you. This factual part, you need not to write. You just see this book and understand. Reduce your burden. Okay? Reduce your burden. Understand the concept and see this and revise it. Reduce your burden. Okay? Certain unitary features are there. What are the unitary features? Think comparatively now with US Constitution. What are the unitary features? Center as a strong. Center as a strong say. How you will say the center as a strong say? That is the main thing. If you see union list, the subjects under union list itself many. One thing. And single citizenship. First thing is single citizenship. Okay. If you see in the US, there is a dual citizenship. In India, there is no concept of dual citizenship. If you acquire citizenship of other countries anywhere, you will lose Indian citizenship. Okay? Other unitary features? Head of the state. Head of the state, who should appoint the head of the state? If it is true federalism, as per West, if they say true federalism, who should appoint the head of the state? Dual government is there. If a dual government is there, who should appoint the head of the state? State people. Here, governor is the head of the state. Who is appointing governor? Center. Right? So, unitary feature, no? Governor. And you guys, all India service, IAS, IPS, who work under state, who is going to appoint you? UPSC center. So, unitary feature means where all states should do their governance part. The center is doing it. By nature, if the federal government should be there, by nature, the state government should have say, but unity is taking over it. That is unitary feature. Today you are the head of your country, you are giving direction to provincial government, means state government. You are taking their power. That is unitary feature. Right? Understood? Salient features. And Let us compare with the British Parliament for salient feature. British Parliament has the parliamentary supremacy. Parliamentary supremacy means, remember one thing, they can change men into men, women into men. They can do anything. That's where the courts say. There is no judicial review on parliament. If the parliament enacts certain things, okay, judiciary can't do review. If they do review also, the ultimate say will be parliament. Here, Supreme Court can give null and void of parliament legislation. Okay. So, is there between balance of power, parliament and judiciary? Checks and balance. Division of power. We have federalism, division of power under horizontally and laterally, and checks and balance. Judiciary can have a check on parliament legislation. This one thing. Whether our constitution is rigid or flexible. Whether our constitution is rigid or flexible. Both. How you say both? Is the constitution is rigid or flexible? How you say? Yeah, amendment is there. For every constitution there is amendment. The constitution made, if you see every constitution, they can do amendment. In this amendment process, how you say whether it is rigid or flexible? In amendment itself, exactly saying, in amendment itself, there are 3 types of amendment. One, you need simple majority. Other thing, you need special majority. Other thing, special majority plus ratification of 50% of state. If you see, simple majority is flexible easily. Okay, certain things. Certain part of constitution, you can make a simple majority. Certain things, special majority. Your point is, now I'm saying no, that differentiate between the options line. Here, simple and flexible. You have to write what all provisions, simple and flexible. This framework is like which I'm giving you, because if I go in deep, it will become a regular class. Understand? If you not understand, ask me next class, I will write here. And once after this, I go through the factual part, this will be covered. But I'm asking you to take a brain map and put where you can keep it. Okay? Because for revision part, you have to have this brain map. Okay? This is the deviation part. Remember one. The optional you will get where you have a 50-50 option. You have to differentiate between that 50-50 option. I said no. That thin line you have to, this one line. Simple and flexible. One thing. Where is the balance between parliament and judiciary? Whether it's federal or unitary. Philosophical, political, and structural. These are the lines. You should be very clear to eliminate the options. Now you are getting how this program is going on? Huh? Any confusion? Any questions? Before I go factual part of this, this is a framework. I'm going to factual part of this. Any confusion? No confusions? Any questions? Any feature I missed it? Now we will get to know factual part. That was the framework. That is the how you have to analyze. Now we'll go to factual part. Lengthiest written constitution. What is the factual part of lengthiest written constitution? How many articles are there? How many schedules are there? 465 article we have. Initially it was 395. What it suggests, constitution can be amended, constitution can be added. It's a dynamic. That one. However, whether they might ask philosophically whether the constitution is dynamic or not in prelims. Constitutional amendment itself suggests it's a dynamic. If tomorrow it comes questions like our constitutional amendment, whether it shows the feature of dynamic or flexible, okay, or flexible or social values, balancing social values with political values. This kind of different questions will come. They'll not ask directly. You not understand the analytical part. These kind of different questions come. Always think one trick number one. First I said core concept, no, analytical and test. Other one is the tricks and hacks. Trick number one, any positive thing will always supported by constitution. If you are being head of your country, will you support positive or negative? Any positive things. I said 3 options. What all options I said? Whether it's flexible, whether it's dynamic, whether it's social values and political values, balanced or not. If you see these options, is this positive or not? Okay. All 3 options will be correct. Where we get confusion, only we heard about dynamic part. Constitution is only dynamic. No. In dynamic itself, if you analyze with multiple dimension, it will be flexible also. Okay. When the constitution has the amendment, you have flexibility only, you can amend it. When you can balance social value and political value, then only you can amend it. This is first hack, tricks. Don't if they give 1, 2, 3 option, then all 3. If they give only 1, only 2, only 3, then you have to go only 1. Understanding the dynamics? Based on option, your answer will be changing. In UPSC, the most relevant answer you have to tick. They're not saying most correct answer. Understanding? The first thing is dynamic. If you interpret dynamic, it will be flexible. If you interpret flexible, there will be a balance between social and political value. This is the first trick. You got it? This is how I'll be teaching tricks. Every subtopic. You should note down it. Okay? As per micro syllabus, as per my concept, I'll be giving you tricks. Then we'll see where all it apply in PYQ. The PYQ will be after this complete session, the PYQ will go like a rapid revision. Okay? If they ask, what are the reasons for lengthiest? I said lengthiest happened. Why we took lengthiest constitution? Why we took lengthiest constitution? Just discuss. First thing, geographical factor. Diversity. If you see, Northeastern states, yeah, my map is a little bit pathetic, please adjust. Okay. Northeastern states, their culture, their ethnicity is different. We can differentiate completely with the subcontinent. We can identify their ethnicity. Can you see certain similarity between this place and diversity? There are 5 languages, 5 to 6 languages, broadly I'm speaking. There are many languages, every 200 kilometer dialect will be changing. Broadly, different languages, but certain features are same. This is concept of social community. I'll come with that concept. Concept of social community. How the different diversity and unity we have. This difference you can see in polity, you can see in geography, you can see in agriculture, you can see in ethnicity, you can see in culture. Broadly, okay? Now, you have to understand, polity is not about only polity. You have to apply it in geography. Means once you see the options in a prelims, your mind should be wide open for options. Understand? I'll teach you how other subject also will be helping you to resolve the PYQ options. Once PYQ comes, not only if you see the question, what we see, once we see the polity question, we'll restrict our mind. This is the polity question. We have to think, we have to revise, we have to think about only polity, Indian polity. Right? One like which article, under which part. Keep your brain wide open. Other subject will also play a role to eliminate the options. I'll discuss this when I do PYQ. Okay? Geographical factor, we have single constitution. So for state and center, both we have single constitution, that's why it's the lengthiest. Historical factor, what are the historical factor? British government. From British government, the various acts they did, constitutional development if you read, no, Council Acts, Government of India Acts, Charter Acts, all these three things contribute for Indian Constitution. Finally, Government of India Act 1935 was itself bulky. Okay? These 3 factors reason. Other thing drawn from various sources. Structural part, as I said, you know. Philosophical part. What are the philosophical part? Fundamental rights and DPSP. I said no. You write the difference between philosophical. What all the philosophical part means? Fundamental rights are philosophical part. DPSP are philosophical part. They derive their inspiration from American Irish government. Political part. What is the political part? Structure. He said as a structure. What is structure? Whether executive is responsible or not. How executive is responsible to legislature. These are the structural part. A blend of rigidity and flexibility. We spoke about it. Federal system with unitary bias. We have federal system with unitary bias. Parliament form of government. Synthesis of parliament sovereignty and judicial supremacy. I said parliament sovereignty, parliament can do anything there in British Constitution. But we have parliament, sovereignty and judicial supremacy. Both we have. Okay? That is a thin line. Where parliamentary sovereignty is there, where judicial supremacy is there. Judiciary have a right to review any legislation done by parliament. Where parliament sovereignty is there. It's ultimately representative form of government. People are some ultimate sovereign. Who is representing the people? Member of parliaments. Then parliament are sovereign. Right? You understand the linkage? Huh? What are the features of parliament form of government? When you want to differentiate between parliament and presidential form of government, thin line. I said, remember that line. What are the difference between parliament and presidential form of government? President means one executive. President means president, he's executive. President one executive. Parliament is two executive. Who's this two? Nominal and real. Nominal and real. Who are these both? President and Prime Minister. Okay? And in parliament form of government, majority party rules. These are the thin lines, I'm telling you. Majority party rules. And executive are collectively responsible for legislature. They are not collectively responsible. Okay, in presidential form of court, there is no collective responsibility. One more thing, salient feature, we have both responsibility and accountability. But we have given more importance to responsibility. We have given more importance to responsibility. We have both features. What is this thin line differentiating between responsibility and accountability? Where we can see this responsibility and accountability? Oh, sorry, 1 second. Responsibility and stability. Sorry. The both are same. Sorry. Responsibility and stability. What is the thin line difference between responsibility and stability? You know, responsibility you can find. Stability part, where is there? Which part of constitution we have stability part? Anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. What anti-defection law says? It made for stability and law. The MP will leave his political party and join other party and he want to dissolve the government. But it was not initially, in constitution we didn't have this provision. Whether the constitution lies stability part itself? No. Extreme second hack and tricks. Any extreme statement with respect to like this kind of constitution doesn't have stability part at all. Wrong. Constitution will have always positive features. Whether stability is positive or not. Okay. Stability is positive. But if they say no stability at all, extreme statement or not. Right? Extreme statement are wrong. Understanding it? First class, it will go slow. Okay. Since I have to make you familiar with how the hacks and tricks will come, what all the basic quality features are there, how you use that for analytical. Okay. This class will go slow, then we will speed up. Then you will ask me, sir, please slow down. Okay. Now, you understand this part, feature? Okay. Integrated and independent judiciary, other salient feature. Integrated and independent judiciary. You need explanation for this? Integrated and independent judiciary. There are different judicial structure. How? Supreme Court and High Court. Okay. Can Supreme Court hold High Court accountability? Can any judgment given at High Court, can we reconsider in Supreme Court? Then Supreme Court is higher court, then district court. This is what say integrated. Difference between integrated and independent judiciary. What is independent judiciary? It has its own judiciary, influenced by security. Always remember, if something independence comes now in Indian Constitution, one thing, someone appointing me should not influence me. Then I'll be independent. Okay. My salary, my income should not be variable based on other person intention. Layman term, understand layman term. Person who's appointing me should not influence me on my duty. Person who giving me salary should not give based on his whims and fancy, based on his intention, his interest. This we call security of tenure. And salary should not be variable. Okay, understood? This is where independence comes. And clear functional description, roles and responsibility. This and all is not there in book, but if you interpret everything, this is the main thing. Clear function and the roles and responsibility given only, you will get independence. Understanding? Any doubt? Guys, are you understanding or you are really getting bored? Please tell me, your faces are like, sir, please stop. Should I go this way or should I go monotonous way? Same like features, everything. You tell me, please. Understanding? Wait. This just core concept. No, huh? Yes. 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 That is one thing. After this, I'll do this core part, the monotonous job also. Reading all the provisions. Exactly. Influence you.
In that way, we can remember independence. Even in our speaking also, we can remember now.
This is my job. Yes, thank you, Pa. You understood. You have to apply. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. This is my job. And fundamental right parts and other things are normal features like 3-tier. You see this book, there is a 3-tier of government. Okay. This is one important point, 3-tier of government. West says that you don't have a true federalism. Okay, federalistic nature. Are Baba, we have not two kind of, we have 3-tier of government. You see local self of government, it's our thing which is given a decentralization of powers. Like, what is local self-government? Decentralization of power. We will not have division of power between only two states, means union and state. We have given power to local self-government also. 3-tier of structure. Okay, this is for mains you can add. If you have federalistic nature, they say that India is not true federalism. India is a federal with unitary bias, yes, but it's a quasi-federalism. We structured our federalism as per our convenience. For example, 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, local self-government, mains. Okay, secular. Okay, now silent features are, see, I took 50 minutes to just give you silent feature. This will not be the pace. Now I'll speed up. Next feature, we'll fix the time, 15 minutes. Okay? Now the framework is ready and facts is ready for this particular topic. Next we'll go to next topic, subtopic, schedule. What is schedule? Why you have to keep schedule? Why we have lengthiest, sorry, why we have lengthiest? We are giving minute details also in a constitution. One nature of minute details is schedule. Like, you'll schedule it. Means, what is your day-to-day schedule? You schedule 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Morning, what I have to do. Afternoon, what I have to do. Here, schedule is with respect to parts. Part 1, what are schedule we can add? Means, what the nature, something, if you want some list of states, what are the list of states are there? For whom salary should give? What salaries? Okay. These are not schedule, particular parts of constitution. Now, if you remember schedule in 1 to 12, no, you will get confused. Now we have a technique. Local self-government have a schedule. Local self-government, 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment have given 2 schedules. What are those 2 schedules? th and 12th. In this, one again line will be there, dividing line. You have to differentiate between mandatory function and based on states wish, they can delegate certain function to local self-government. Here, if you understand mandatory, what happened problem, when doing local self-government, state felt that state power will be fetched away by local self-government when the center do the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. If they give certain power, delegate power to the local self-government, state will lose certain powers. So they were against to this. Okay. Since state concerns also required for this Constitutional Amendment Act. I said no, certain constitutional amendment is very rigid. In this, state say was very important because it's affecting the state power also. Okay. Now state said that we are not ready to give certain powers, money power, taxing power, all this power and all will not. Everything comes under the economy. First, if state power is fetching away, their money is fetching away. If you are a head of the state, from your pocket I'm taking 1,000 crores, will you keep quiet? Where you have liberty to spend on other schemes and programs, if I take 1,000 crores from your pocket, you will keep quiet? No, no. The state was against to complete this kind of amendment. So what they did smartly, certain mandatory and you have liberty to delegate powers. What they did, first let political structure come. This local self-government, political structure, let it come. Means there should be 3 tier of panchayat. In certain area, 2 tier of panchayat. I'll let you know where 3 tier, where 2 tier, when relevant subtopic. This is one other differentiation line. Where 3 tier and where 2 tier. Okay. Mandatory. And State Finance Commission. There should be State Finance Commission. I said no, main thing finance, everyone are finance. So if I do local self-government, you are not giving taxation power, at least constitute a State Finance Commission, let them say that how to improve this local self-government pockets. Okay. If you wish to give taxation power to local servant, it's okay, well and fine, we are happy. But State Finance Commission means suggesting the state government how to improve the local self-government pockets. And center can also suggest how to improve the Center Finance Commission, how to improve the local self-government. Because the purpose, if you establish, constitute them, you are not giving any function, any power, means what is the purpose of local self-government? Okay. So, mandatory State Finance Commission. And to be democratic, election should be fair. Okay. Election should be held mandatorily before end of the term. This is just a political structure, mandatory structure. Okay. Other thing, it's left to state wish. This part in detail when local self-government I'll deal. This is just schedule, okay. Now 12th schedule is over, 11th schedule is over. One difference between here 11th and 12th schedule, question is, District Planning Committee. Which amendment brought this? Usually we think 73rd, it's not 73rd, 74th. Okay. This is one place where they play. I'm just reminding you, okay. Now next, we'll stick to schedules. Later on, my brain will go everywhere. All subject I'll implement here itself. Okay, now, okay, local self-government we have kept schedule. Other important part, who needs special attention? Schedule area and tribal area. Schedule area and tribal area. See, our constitution nature is social welfareism. That's why you can see social welfareism here. Local self-government, politically we are giving social welfareism their empowerment. Now, schedule area and tribal area. What is the schedule for this? 5 and 6. Okay. 5 and 6. Now remember, scheduled area means anywhere in India. Remember one thing, scheduled area, anywhere in India can come under scheduled area. President should decide it. At present, 10 states are there. It is in these 4 parts, 10 states. What are those 10 states? They have not given it, okay. Tell me what are the 10 states? Remember part division. If you remember 10 states in a line, no, you will get confusion. In center, please correct me. My memory is not that good, but I can give you analytical part. Please correct me, factual part. Check. MP and MA is there. Okay. This area. This area. We start from Odisha. Okay. Here 4 or 5 states are there in Eastern. Okay. 4. What are 4? You remember this Gujarat and Rajasthan, in many places, they go hand in hand. In many places, Gujarat and Rajasthan have certain similar characteristics. Rajasthan and Gujarat is under schedule area. Means not whole Rajasthan and Gujarat, the schedule areas are in Rajasthan and Gujarat. What is, please tell me no. Huh? No, here. Yes. Here? Odisha then? Huh? Jharkhand, yeah, obviously. Then? Telangana state and AP. Easy? Which all state have schedule areas? Totally 10 states. We'll count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got it? Schedule, okay. Tribal areas. Keep one. ATM square. Means M square, that's it. Tribal areas. Tell me. Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Schedule 6. Okay. Schedule 5 and 6 is over. 5, 6, 11, 2 is over. Okay. Now, the famous schedule. Schedule 8, language. What is the recently added language to this schedule? Huh? 500. Tell me. Marathi. Divide into 3 in this recent added. One thing is Odisha. Okay. Other thing is we have to see tribal languages. Recent tribal languages. What recently added tribal languages? Bodo. Dongri. Maithili and Santali. Okay. These two added. Which Amendment Act? 96. Constitutional Amendment Act, only one. Odisha. 92 Constitutional Amendment Act, all these 4. Okay. Then we'll add with C 71st Constitutional Amendment also added. Konkani, Nam Karnataka. Konkani. Konkani, Manipuri and Nepali. Okay. 72, 71. These are the recently added for Schedule 8. Okay, this one is over. Schedule 5, 6, 8, 11, 12 over. What is Schedule 7? Lists, union list, state list and concurrent list. We'll deal separately. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 over, 11, 12 over, 9 and 10? 10 is anti-defection. What is this 9 schedule? Huh? You know, one fundamental rights, there was right to land. Okay. Right to land, this was the major obstacle for social welfareism as soon as independence, because Zamindar had huge amount of land, that thousands of hectares. Okay. When you want to do social welfareism, land is the one basic criteria. If you give right to land to them, you can't do social welfareism. You can't go for as a developed country. There, what happened? Then first time they amended constitution, fundamental rights. They kept like, for social welfareism, we'll take away the fundamental rights. Will the Zamindar will keep quiet? My fundamental rights, how you can take it? Huh? So, our judiciary is always like our parliament, everything. Parliament sovereignty, everything are so intelligent that they created one schedule. If I keep any law under this schedule, there is no judicial review. Judiciary can't question about, if you go for fundamental right to land, fundamental rights, you will not get it, because the judicial review power is not there for this particular schedule. Okay. Whether this is sacrosanct, like you can keep any law, if this is also power, no, if you keep any law under this schedule, judicial review can't be done at all. Is this sacrosanct? No. There is other Coelho case. Remember this Coelho case with respect to this 9th schedule. I'll come up about this. Coelho case. Okay? That one. Right. Means I'm giving little bit hint about upcoming schedule, what all I deal. Now 9th and 10th schedules over. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 over. Now remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 2 and 3 is very, question might be expected here. Thin line between 2 and 3. Remember, for schedule 2, as a heads, it's for heads, head of any committee or department. Remember, schedule 3 is for members. Okay. Schedule 2 for salary, schedule 3 for oath and affirmation. Okay. Now we'll see who all come under schedule 2, who all come under schedule 3. Schedule 2. Bifurcate schedule 2 as a legislature, executive and judiciary. In legislature house, who are head? Speaker and deputy speaker. In Rajya Sabha, chairman and okay, let me write this here a little bit. These are the head of house. In the, when you come to state, again, if we have legislative council in the state, There will be chairman and deputy chairman. There will be speaker and deputy speaker. This is talking about both center and state. Okay, heads. If you come to executive, who's it? President, governor in a state. We'll add one more executive, CAG. CAG is a part of executive. Now, judiciary. Who is head for Supreme Court? Supreme Court judges. High Court judges. It's talking about head in different sector, legislative, executive and judiciary in both center and state. Okay? Now, for Schedule 3. Again, we go with head like this, legislative, executive and judiciary. Schedule 3. Who are there? Schedule 3 members means member of house. MPs, MLAs. By name itself, member of parliament, member of legislative assembly. One thing is that who are contesting for MP and MLAs, they are also included here, taking oath. Not only already elected, contesting and elected. Both. Executives. Who are executives? If not head, other is ministers. Here only elected means only when you elected as a member, then you will become minister. Contesting minister is not there. Okay. Only if you get elected, then minister will be there. Is there any contesting for ministers? No, right? So, ministers. Both union and state. Both, again. Again, we'll add CAG here. Supreme Court judges, High Court judges. If you see, these people are common in both schedules. They might ask you a question, who are common in both schedules? Okay, these people are common in both schedules. Now, 2 and 3 over, 1 and 4 schedule. 4 schedule about allocation of seats in Lok Sabha. First schedule about name of states, territories, their territories, jurisdiction and union territories, all. Now, schedules over. Any question with respect to this? People who are giving KPSC, okay, this time, they might ask, what is the number of union list? Subjects, 100. State list, 61. Concurrent list, 52. Whether this was the same when Constitution drafted? No. Union list, initially it was 97. State list, it was 66. Concurrent list, it was 47. If you see here, state list has been reduced. This is also like unitary features. Okay, as developed. Union list is increased. Understand the dimension? Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Then we'll go finish preamble. Source, union and territories. That's all we can do today. I mean, so if you want, we'll go for DPSP also. I have done DPSP. No, this is first. We'll go DPSP also. Nature between. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Sources of constitutions. Okay. Source of constitution. As I said, we can keep all the features where we fetched source of constitution under 3 subtopic. Political, okay. Certain features, if you get confusion, we can't keep under this subtopic. There are certain different also you have to keep. Certain features. You say me, political, what all feature we can keep and where all we go, fetched it from. Philosophical, you know, I've already given like 2. Fundamental rights and DPSP or philosophical part, okay. Political part about structure, sorry, wait. Political part from British Government of India Act 1935. This I have given subtopic. Now we will see from different constitution what all we fetched it. Okay. Imagine first structure as a building structure. Okay. Any constitution we are for any administration structure. If the structure is there, something happens to the structure. What is the approach? Emergency approach. Okay. Some earthquake happened. Imagine the structure as a building, some earthquake happened, emergency approach, emergency provision. Is structural part. I'm talking about Government of India, 1935. What all provisions under Government of India 1935 Act we adopted? Emergency. Then, if you see the big structure, okay, there should be detail like first floor, second floor, third floor. This administration details. Right. For a big structure, there should be first floor, second floor, third floor. Administrative details also taken under Government of India 1935 Act. Then, main thing structure. Center and state means federal scheme, right? In this structure, federal scheme also we were taken from Government of India Act 1935. Then under this head, Governor, Office of Governor, has also taken under from Government of India 1935 Act. Okay, now to see this structure, judiciary structure also will be in sync with this structure, like federal, unitary. Judiciary structure also taken from Government of India 1935 Act. And Public Service Commission. For every floor there should be staffs, no, to run this administrative structure. Who are they? IAS, IPS, Public Service. Public Service Commission, who think that some office is there, they are Public Service Commission office to deal with administrative structure. All these are structural part. All this have been adopted from Government of Indian Act 1935. Clear? Will you forget? Now see, just one more revision. There is one structure. If there is a building, there is union and state, federal power. If any emergency provision, to see this judicial structure will in sync with this. And head, governor in a state, office of governor, for every staff's members, public service commissions. All this feature are structural feature which we adopted from Government of India 1935 Act. Next will come British Constitution. British Constitution means Parliament. Remember in your brain, British Constitution means Parliament supremacy. Parliament form of government we have taken from British. What is the Parliament form of government? What they do here in Parliament? Legislation. For legislation, there should be a rule of law, one framework. You can't legislate whatever you want in Parliament. One rule of law should be there. Here what is the limitation for an Indian Constitution? Fundamental rights. It give a framework. So, rule of law from British Parliament. Okay. And these members, Parliament supremacy, no, British, they should give certain privileges to Parliament members, right? So, Parliament members privilege we adopted from British Constitution. You remember, like British Parliament means, British Constitution means Parliament, first Parliament form of government, rule of law. What they do in Parliament? Legislation. Legislation, you need a certain framework, it's a rule of law. Rule of law also adopted from this, and this one, Parliament privileges. Okay. Single citizenship also taken from British. Bicameralism. See, Parliament means Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha are the two houses. This thing also we adopted from British. And legislative procedure. Procedure established by law. Procedure established by law means it gives certain procedure. Remember this legislative procedure, procedure established law also taken from British Constitution. Now let's go to next philosophical part, USA. What is philosophy? What is right, wrong, who do wrong, who do right, certain principle to do wrong and right. This kind of nature, where do you see in Indian Constitution? What is right, wrong, who do? Fundamental right, rights itself right and wrong, fundamental right. Okay. If the head of the state, can you do any wrong? Philosophical? Everyone are equal. Even you do wrong, I'll impeach you. Impeachment of president. Even you do wrong, even you you be head of the state. Even if you do wrong, I'll impeach you. Philosophical part. So again, same. Even head of the Supreme Court and High Court. Even you do wrong, I'll remove you. Removal of Supreme Court and High Court judges. Okay. Judiciary to act fairly, they need independence. Philosophy, independence. If I give independence only, you will act freely. No. Philosophical part. Independence of judicial independence and judicial review. If I give you rights, if I give you independence, only you can act fairly. Fairly means philosophy. If I act justly, fairly, philosophical part, that is under USA, huh? Judicial independence and judicial review are the philosophical. One more thing, post of vice president. I don't know how it is philosophical under this thing. Just US, under US. US is not only giving philosophical part, no. They are giving some other parts also. Post of vice president. Understood? Next. We'll go to Ireland. Under Ireland also comes under philosophical part. Apart from fundamental rights, what is the philosophical part in Indian Constitution? DPSP. This method of president election. Removal, we have taken from USA. Election, how to elect, we have taken from Ireland. Removal from USA, how to elect from Ireland. Nomination of Rajya Sabha members. Why? Why nomination of Rajya Sabha members? We need intellectuals, scientific, other art and art culture perspective also, no? If you see there, who will be appointed under which category? There are 4 categories. Write down that 4 categories. You have to fill this as a data fact. Now, the major thing is over. Okay, USA, British, Government of India Act, Ireland. If question comes, majority under this part it will come. We'll not leave other part also. We'll see Canada, Australia, France, German. Canada, our quasi-federalism is there, no? Little bit tilt, that federalism nature is tilted towards Canada. Federalism with unitary features. Okay. With strong center, residual power with center, appointment of governor, advisory jurisdiction of Supreme Court. These are from Canada. Australia, concurrent list from Australia, freedom of trade, commerce, joint sitting of parliament. Germany, suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. If you see, Germany means Hitler, remember, he wanted to suspend fundamental rights during emergency. Germany means Hitler. You want to suspend your fundamental rights during emergency. This concept has taken from Germany. USSR. Fundamental duties. Ideals of justice. What are the ideals of justice? Where we see ideals of justice? Preamble. Social, political, economical. These three ideals of justice. Russia. Okay, USSR. We can't say Russia, USSR. Fundamental duties also. You have duty to serve the army. There, if you have to serve army, Russia. France, liberty, equality, fraternity. Japan, procedure established by law. South Africa, amendment of constitution and election of member of Rajya Sabha. Okay. These are the source. I have already explained why source we took from different constitution. Now, preamble. You tell me in layman term, what is preamble? What is preamble? Reflection of Constitution. Can we call it as identity card of Constitution? Introduction of Constitution. Ideas of Constitution. Okay, you got this. The main two parts preamble deals. Nature of state. What is nature of India? What is the nature of India? Preamble. I'll give you a hint, five topics. Socialist, secular, republic, democratic, and sovereign. Okay. This is nature of our state. That's why I said other country can't come and say that include religious policy in government. I know my nature. You don't implement your nature on me. When we talk, individual person, my nature is different, your nature is different. Don't implement your nature on me. No. What is the different nature I have? Five things. Whether this five thing was initially, this five nature was initially we adopted? No. Two we added. What we added to after that? Secular and? Socialist and secular. Nature we added these two. Integrity comes objective, I'll tell you. Objective in integrity, that is the difference you have to understand. The thin line again. What is difference between objective and nature? Nature means how I am. Objective is what I have to achieve. How I am is my nature. What I have to achieve is objective. In mains answer, you can use this. My country nature. Nature of state. What is objective? Liberty, equality, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Four things. Five nature, four main subtopic under objectives. Objective, I should ensure each and every person of my member of political community. What is member of political community means? Citizen. Membership to the political committee is a citizenship. For every my citizenship, I should ensure these four things. Liberty, what is liberty? Liberty of thought. How I should think. You should not tell me how I should think. Okay, it's my way of thinking. How can you say how I should think? Liberty. Absence of restraint. For my development, for any development, you need options. That should be free. If I get opportunity in options, free. Option should not restrict for a certain community. Certain community means, for example, you think that if it's a king's administration, only king's son will be king. The options are restricted. Opportunity, other development opportunity, mobilization, social mobilization, economical mobilization, political mobilization, opportunities should not be restricted. That is liberty. Equality, you know, there's no special privileges. Justice, political, economical, social. What is political? Your fundamental right is political justice. Social, welfare schemes, DPSP are social justice. Economical, you can do any trade, you can choose any occupation, you have rights to take that, and there is no concentration of wealth. That is comes on social and economical also. That's why called socio-economical rights also, certain place. You understand? These are the objectives, preamble. Whether preamble is a part of constitution or not? When we decided this? Remember Berubari case and Keshwanand Bharati case. Berubari, Bere. Preamble is not part of constitution. Berubari case, they said preamble is not the part of constitution. Keshwanand Bharati case, it's a part of constitution. Why we remember Keshwanand Bharati case? Always positive thing he spoke. Every provision is given as a positive. Remember, any option negative and Keshwanand Bharati, eliminate. Any option Keshwanand Bharati and positive. I said what is positive, was it negative? Tick right. Bere, Keshwanand Bharati said no, it's one. Okay. This is Kanda. Bere means different, alag. How many times preamble amended? You said initially only 3 nature was there, sir. Then we 2 added. If preamble is part of constitution, we required amendment to amend the preamble. Okay. This is where strictly said that it is a, Keshwanand Bharati said it's a part of constitution. After Amendment Act, we accepted that it's a part of constitution. Which amendment was that? 42nd constitutional amendment. Very important, because after Keshwanand said that preamble is the part of constitution, 42nd constitutional amendment ensured it. It's a part of constitution. Otherwise, we don't want constitutional amendment. No, if it's not part of the constitution. Okay. They might ask, fraternity ensures 2 things. What is it? Not only with respect to individual, with respect to country also it ensures. With respect to citizen and country, with 2 people, 2 entity, it ensures certain things. Dignity of individuals, citizen, okay, fraternity, that part I said no, the one part of liberty, equality, for justice. This might they ask too. Ensures dignity of individual and unity and integrity of nation. It see nation also one member, unit member, one union of member. So these 2 things will be asked. Well, what a fraternity ensures. This is all about framework of preamble. Now I'll read the facts. Okay. Identity card of constitution, Pakkiwala, N.A. Pakkiwala is given, okay. Feature, it was based on objective resolution. Objective resolution given by Nehru. Okay, how our constitution be objective. That's all. These are the objective of state. No, I take one objective resolution, Nehru gives that These are the objective resolution based on this preamble as taken, drafted. It is not the source of power to legislature, means preamble is a part of constitution. It is not source of power to legislature, but not prohibit upon the power of legislature. It not gives source, it not prohibits. Kind of direction. It kind of DPSP kind of thing. More, okay, direction. Guiding principle, you can say. If you find any difficulties about interpretation of the constitutional provision in the constitution, you can see the founding fathers' ideologies, then you can interpret based on this preamble. If anything deviating from this preamble, it is null and void. If anything is accepting preamble, it's okay. We include in constitution. It is non-justiciable. Sovereign, keywords will explain. What is sovereign? Simple, I am sovereign. You think India is individual, I am sovereign. Which state I have to acquire, how I should run, what principle I should do. You should not say other person. USA you don't say. British you don't say. I have right sovereign. Okay? Whether this sovereign is in globalized world is, we have, what do you say? We negated our sovereignty in global world. Based on global pacts and global convention, we are regulating our law. Is it so that we are losing our sovereignty? This is mains perspective. Now you say climate summit has happened. They have asked us to reduce the, what do you say, fossil fuel or carbon dioxide emission. They are telling us, okay, they are telling us to reduce. We are listening to them. Is this, we are losing sovereignty? No. We, by our own interest, we are there. No one forced to sign there. There is no mandatory like you have to force. We are no own interest, we are signing submit. International Solar Alliance, we initiated it. So, the question might come, your sovereignty in globalized world, whether it has been compromised. No. The decision factor is ultimately with me. For example, you can say recently from one economical free trade agreement, India came out now, RCEP I think so. RCEP, India came out, this is not my cup of tea, I come out from this economical trade pact. We decided no. So this kind of example you can give in mains. Socialist. What kind of socialist we are? What is the difference between democratic socialist and socialist? First, socialist means one person, state, communist social means state will capture complete production. Means you have 10 cows. The cow owner is state. You have to work, you have to litter the milk. Once you litter the milk, you have to give to the state. He will decide for every family how much. Okay, if one person is taking 10 liters from cow, other person is investing time and is fetching 5 liters. Tomorrow if you get, you also get 2 liters, he also get 2 liters, will you be happy? You will be happy. You will be fetching only 5 liters, you get 2 liters. But fetching 10 liters, she is getting only 2 liters. Then interest and investment of time and innovation will be come down. Today in world, there is no 100% socialist state. There is no 100% socialist state. What is democratic socialist? Private sector also come, public sector also come. We both come together. We will produce the product. Okay. Then we'll distribute. Then certain people will consume. For run to this, you can tax me. If a private goes beyond certain limit, you can tax me and taken for social welfare system, you can do it. This structure is democratic socialist. Understand? This structure is democratic socialist. Secular. Secularism is state should not have any religion. It's a distance. It supports in India all religion equally. I don't have particular religion, but I see as you are, all my students are equal, all religion are equal. That's how. Democratic. We don't ensure, we not only ensure political democratic, social democratic also. What is political and social democratic? I've said. Political democratic, giving you rights. Social democratic, welfareism, reducing the concentration of wealth, all this thing. Republic. Head of the state always elected in India. Means republic. Public and republic. The head of the state will be elected. Public, republic. Okay, head of the state will be elected. Justice, I said, social, economic and political. Secured through fundamental rights and DPS, directive principle. Liberty, I said, absence of restraint. Okay, this all I said, fraternity. Significance of preamble. Basic objective and philosophy, it's stated. Significance of preamble. Nature of Indian state, objectives, date of adoption. One thing. They might ask, November 26, 1949. It's a date. After independence, we adopted the preamble. Remember that. After independence, we adopted the preamble, November 26, 1949. And I said preamble is a part of not whether that's the debate was there. Berubari case and union. And Keshwanand case, amendment, okay. So, here, can we stop? I am seeing you guys are like, already, you came now, you are very fresh. Look at their papa, they have to lunch and everything. Actually, my plan was today for 5 hours. Continuously finish till DPSP. Tomorrow, next class, continuously 50% of polity will be over. This was my plan. 50% of polity have to be finished today. Other 50% of core concept will finish 2 days. Then 2 days for PIQ, 3 days. Then analytical part, doubt. Then again revision. Within 7 days, you will be polity ready. If you read Lakshmikant or any book, standard books, you will read Lakshmikant and everything, you should be ready for the polity. This was my plan. After seeing you guys today, certain are very active, certain are already drained. Tell me, should we continue after lunch break? No, lunch break required, no. Look at the papa. You see, I'm seeing them. Look at there. You are very active, she is active, everything. And look at everyone are like, tell me, if you want to continue, I'll continue with, it will not be, there will be no break, other 1 hour. 2 hours I need. We'll finish citizenship, fundamental rights, DPSP, union and territories. So, major 40 to 50% will be over. Other major part will be parliament. I'll teach you parliament as a story. You don't worry. We'll start with a fresh mind. Parliament you will not forget. Any question from parliament, I'll ensure you'll answer. Okay. We'll bring Dhoni, everyone in the parliament. With colorful, okay. I'll teach you parliament in such a way that you will not forget the parliament provisions, that parliament, state, legislature and everything. It'll be fun. Now you tell me, based on your strength, I'll decide maximum what you want. Huh? Voting, tell me please. How many people you want, we have to continue. Excuse me, this is my breakfast. Just do something. Tell me how many people you want. 1, want. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people they want. 6. What? 7. A majority wins. Over.
You want lunch break? We'll take lunch break? Okay. 45 minutes or 30 minutes? 45 minutes. It's 1:10 now, after what? 2 o'clock. Huh? Be fresh. Don't yawn here. Okay. And you're sitting like this and sleeping here. Okay.